You know, that kind of silence that feels more like a sign that something big is about to happen. As if the whole atmosphere around St. James' Park has shifted. Heavier, more tense, yet filled with anticipation. Well, that's exactly the feeling surrounding Newcastle United behind the scenes in recent hours. The press isn't paying much attention yet, but there are clear signs that something is being worked on, and it may involve a name well known in the Premier League. It's not one of those loud headlines that cause instant buzz, nor is it an official announcement that sends fans racing to social media. What's happening behind the scenes at Newcastle has a more discreet rhythm, almost silent, but with the potential to directly impact the club's attacking department. Talks are being kept at a reserved level, with messages exchanged between agents, strategic calls being made, and close attention from Eddie Howe towards a name that's already been on the Magpies' radar before. Meanwhile, on the outside, everything seems normal, but for those who are paying attention, it's clear things are far from it. The transfer window is in full motion, and Newcastle don't just want to be part of it. The club wants to lead it. So if you're the kind of fan who likes to be one step ahead, this is the perfect moment to subscribe to the channel. Your subscription helps this project grow and ensures you stay updated with everything happening at St. James' Park, always with credibility. On top of that, with both Manchester United and Leeds also monitoring this possible signing, Newcastle's involvement becomes even more significant. Because we're not talking about just any player, we're talking about a striker who has scored over 70 career goals, 57 of which came in the Premier League. An experienced forward, proven at the top level and still regarded as a valuable option by several elite English clubs, despite recent injury struggles. And now, it's time to reveal who's at the center of this quiet negotiation. Dominic Calvert. According to reports from talkSPOT, Newcastle United are in ongoing talks with the 28-year-old English striker, who is currently a free agent following his contract expiration at Everton. Manager Eddie Howe, the same source says, has been a long-time admirer of Calvert-Lewin, and the interest dates back to last summer when the Magpies decided not to proceed due to the transfer fee. But now, with him available for free, everything has changed. Calvert-Lewin spent 9 years wearing Everton's colours, scoring more than 70 goals in total. Of those, 57 came in Premier League matches, placing him among the most experienced English strikers currently active in the top flight. Despite a recent season plagued by injuries, the centre-forward still commands respect and remains in demand, with Manchester United and Leeds also showing interest, although the Whites are unlikely to afford his salary demands. It's worth noting that this potential signing also comes with a strong strategic component. By going after an experienced striker available on a free, Newcastle can ease the wage bill while preserving budget space for other important moves throughout the window. And look, this kind of discreet transfer may not make headlines right away, but it often ends up making a huge difference later on, especially on the pitch. And if you've enjoyed this analysis so far, make sure to hit the like button and activate the bell. It's just a click, but it really helps us keep bringing these updates straight to you. From the player's point of view, this could be a fresh start. After a few physically challenging years on Merseyside, Calvert-Lewin sees this as a chance to regain form, start scoring regularly again, and maybe even dream of a return to the England squad. Newcastle's style of play actually suits him quite well. Strong presence in the box, good hold-up play, physicality, and plenty of experience in big matches. According to talkSPOT, talks are still ongoing and there's no rush to close the deal. Eddie Howe and his staff are assessing whether it's worth pushing forward or if they should remain open to other targets. But the fact that Calvert-Lewin is a free agent makes the situation much easier to navigate. It's a relatively low-cost gamble that could pay off, especially if the striker can finally leave his injury issues behind. Over at Manchester United, the situation isn't much different, with the main priority being a new number 9. The Red Devils had their eyes on Victor Gyökeres from Sporting, but Arsenal's approach cooled their plans. Other names like Ollie Watkins and Brian Mumo are also on the list, but both would cost over £60 million, prompting the club to consider more affordable alternatives. That's where Calvert-Lewin comes into play as a short-term solution. And it's precisely here where Newcastle might hold the upper hand. Having already mapped out the player last season, the Magpies are ahead in terms of planning. Plus, the opportunity to offer a strong project, with real chances of qualifying for European competitions, could be a major selling point for Calvert-Lewin to choose St. James' Park as his new home. So, what do you think, Toon fan? Is Calvert-Lewin still good enough to wear the Newcastle shirt? Do you believe he can bounce back and play an important role under Eddie Howe? Leave your opinion in the comments. It's always welcome here on the channel. And of course, if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the time. We bring you the news with depth, clarity, and that passion only a true Newcastle supporter would understand. The truth is, even with some fans raising concerns over his recent injury record, Calvert-Lewin is a name who has already proven his worth in the Premier League. He knows how to position himself, has a striker's instinct, and could definitely add value to a squad that needs more attacking depth, especially with a season ahead that promises to be long, intense, and full of challenges both domestically and internationally. For now, the outcome is still unclear. Talks are ongoing, Analysis is being made and Newcastle's board are proceeding with caution. But one thing's for sure, this story will unfold in interesting ways in the coming weeks. And of course, we'll be here to cover every twist and turn. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications and share this video with other Toon fans who love to know what's going on behind the scenes. The main source of this information is NEWCASTLE, one of the most respected outlets in the UK for sports coverage. They were the first to report on the ongoing talks between Newcastle and Calvert-Lewin, as well as the interest from Manchester United and Leeds. So yes, we're talking about a credible report, and one that deserves attention. Keep your eyes open, Toon Army, because this might be one of those signings that slips under the radar. But by the end of the season, it could be remembered as a decisive move. This transfer window still holds many surprises, and we'll be right here bringing every detail, every rumor and every negotiation straight to you. Stay tuned, the next headline might be even bigger.